do that. Holy.
Reach your impossible with the AI-powered Legion Pro 7i, Lenovo Legion.
Aspas ready to win this one. Almost activated, it seems, right now as he confidently moves. But to the door. But to Victor's eyesight.
Too easy. The barrel sticks out from the Vandal, 8 HP. That's definitely a call for him to get ready for that one too. And look at his face. He is serious right now. Usually he grins, does a fist bump with it. This time it's just, we want to prove something here for Energy once again. And these are some great kills coming out from Crashies.
They're all taking the info from Finesse on the desk. If you're having fun, you're not doing it right.
Yeah.
Can't have fun. Serious face, and actually a little emotion there out of Finesse, if you will. 4-3. Still, such a close game. They find Sadak, but already pushing now from pushing B to pushing A. Energy trying to give Loud a different flavor every round. Loud here pushing back towards Art. Knowing it was guarded by 2, they're trying to play off of instantly what they're seeing on Energy. I like the attacks from Loud to try and pick off what they're seeing from round to round, but Energy also continue to switch it up as these teams just give each other things to answer.
And that's it. Sadak said that Energy always comes out with something new, and this time not only on Macedo from round to round. That previous attempt here from Victor using his own turret as a trap play to get a kill onto Art. But as he loses a turret, it also allows for him to at least push Loud over towards the A site. With this timing, a pit comes out. The execution still comes in though for Loud, attempting to push inside of this pit, attempting to get it down from Finesse. Som also moves in with the shorty. Gets picked off. Low HP is going to be Sadak, trying to clear off the areas. Lockdown now coming through, picked off, but the lockdown is still up. The attackers have to try to push in right now as the pit is about to fall. Sadak connects onto Finesse. Now that there's 30 seconds left, though, still the whole map to play with the 2-player advantage. Yes, 2 players get locked down.
Oh my.
So this is actually pretty good. This force is now allowed to move out towards Long B. And that's Artist with 2 kills, but now overcomes the trade-off as Karmine stays alive. Last man standing, and a round comes in for Loud.
That got sketchy as Energy came back. Victor with the lockdown, and it seemed like Loud wanted to still plant within, but knew the time was getting too tight. Awesome fight towards long there. Kaunzine comes up big. The rookie giving Loud what they need. And they're going to get now round 9, tied up 4-4. Back and forth the last few rounds. So different here from map 1. And it looks like a bit of a read here from Energy, too. It's going to be mid-mid once again. We're almost getting a pistol round strat.
Loud's been doing a lot of those, from pistol round to a couple of rounds ago. And now Artist trying to get something with the Blade Storm. Does connect up to Kaunzine. No heals, no flashes. Gets a second one, too, onto Les. And Energy are just flooding back towards the plaza. And they're shopping for these kills as we have a 2v2. The weapons are still too far away to get picked up now by Crashies or Finesse. At least Finesse does get the push forward. So pushing and pulling as you have Crashies falling back towards the pit. Finesse is looking for timing. Salvage a weapon potentially.
They cruise around the turret's path. Easy here. Oh, KJ's down. I heard the turret from Sadak and was like, oh my god, they're walking by it. Now plant in sight. Safe plant. They can either go towards Art or A. So it's going to have to be a real look for our Energy here. It's good that you have Finesse coming through to clear this out. Time delay on even getting to the spike.
And with the time delay, though, the Trailblazer is clearing out towards Art. So it's now confirmed that the last 2 players of Loud are playing towards A long. So Finesse picks up a weapon.
They hear him running around.
For the 2 players to move in.
They hear him running around. They know Tui's is gone.
There's a timing on this, definitely. First Nanostorm already came out. Finesse, though, really trying to focus on this pick onto Sadak. There's that first flash.
They don't know his timing.
Tapping onto the spike, trying to get it halfway. Here comes the peek out. The timing onto this one. Finesse connects. Now back to a 1v1. There's no time left. He has to move in for the kill. Couldn't get the spray. The round comes in for Loud. But we put the econ damage in here from Energy.
everybody going down in these rounds makes the game easy for no one. Yeah, Loud gets the round, but oh my gosh, the fact that we can't get the economy built for mostly either the teams. We're down a little bit for Cow and Zine. The rest of Aspas and Les have been fragging out, or not fragging out, but having good rounds and staying alive. So they're able to distribute a bit and use a Blade Storm now to get into the next round with some good weaponry. Artis is going to be going for the Operator. This could really change the flow of things, but you say the same thing about Aspas's Blade Storm. That can usually twist a game right up.
Last cannon. Actually, small shield with the Operator. Trailblazer hit back. Forces a dash away here from Aspas early.
They're reading each other so well in these attacks and defensive engages here.
Oh yeah, this is definitely the rivalry that we were expecting, that we were looking for. A little bit more quiet, but dominant from Energy on the first map. But the last time, as I mentioned before, these two teams faced against each other was a lock-in on Pearl, and it was an overtime victory for Energy. So we continue to back and forth from round after round. Artis rotating back, repositioning himself towards the B long, and connects onto Kawadzine.
A connect, just on contact there. And now the wall to slow him down, Van Silly. The 5v4 conversion maybe here. Artis still up in sight.
Spray through the smoke, turns to spot Aspas on the top of the screens. Now looking for the spray back. Storm connects with the second one.
Last player standing.
An alert doesn't work out. Only one player left to go. And it's 2Es. One away from the reckoning.
30 seconds
There's
left.
chaos all around. Standing lonesome by himself. His Artis is still watching the other angle. Energy knows that 2Es is pinned. Trying to go for the peek and the kill. But now you definitely see the time running down too. Thankfully, that wall coming out for the toxic stream, guaranteeing the round for Energy, but also almost guaranteeing here that 2Es could save his weapon. Staying back towards the staircase as it's Crashy's trying to move forward. Round still comes in now for Energy as they tie up the game.
There is such an incredible understanding from both teams about what they're doing on this map. The audible of defense there called a little better by Energy as they were able to swing over and now tie us back up at 5-5. But the way that they're reading each other is night and day different than Split. You're not getting the double duelist entry into the site. It's a little more known that you want Aspas or you want Artis to be getting in, and they're able to shut it down. They're able to stop it on both sides. The one time Aspas will get that room that they need, get into the site. Next time Artis will find the first kill and it falls in the 5v4 conversion for Energy. Just back and forth as they read each other.
So this time the timeout is out here for Loud. What they've done so well here for Energy, both Energy and Loud, is continuing using great utility on the fight for art control. You're going to give the advantage over the Energy at least because they are on a defensive side to start things off, excuse me. And with that, when you're funneling everybody back towards Artis with the Operator, you still need that extra piece of utility to try to push Artis away here if you're standing in the forefront from Loud to try to capitalize on a B-site plant. We haven't seen too many of those in a game, especially on a map like Pearl.
We have not. It seems like getting down long B is just too long of a walk here for Loud. They've been able to skirt into A a few times, like you said, from that art side, from the battle they've been putting with utility inside that area. And it looks like they'll try for it once again. A little less contest for Art this time. We'll see if they actually push through and swarm on to now Victor, switching back over to the A site. Great harbor control towards mid. You just give Loud something to think about and get that utility out of them to take the space that they would otherwise play contact to.
From one high tide that's going to get refreshed, already both flashes and even a trailblazer has been used by Kawadzine. And that's only, what, 20 seconds into the round.
You see a lot of harbors throwing that wall from Art or on that B-Link side. It really just helps to control the first portion of the game and make sure you get at least a flash or two or pressure play by forcing the hand to Loud. Here's this Art play, Van Silly. You called it. Looks like they want it again.
Yeah. Cold play would be actually really good here for 2Es because that would allow for the reckoning to happen and to delay that clock down if they get the spike. Turret now picked off, allowing Aspas to move forward with support here from Kawadzine. They want to fight towards the back holes. 2Es falls out to spike, but at least Loud has pushed in to take the advantage, pushing out towards the spawn too. And it's Som by himself, waiting for the cavalry to arrive, waiting for his teammates to rotate for him. He's looking for the play. Does connect there onto Kawadzine, but he gets damaged himself. The support finally comes out. Cascade also pushing towards A main. There's that flash. Artist looking for a pick! And he does get onto Aspas. But Kawadzine's also there. The 3 versus 2. It's up to Som and Crash. He's here for energy. As Kawadzine's making that 1v1 duel. The pinch across here. Trying to close it in, and it works out. Beautiful play from the Cascade for the pinch. Back to a 2v2, but it's still Nanostorms onto the spike. Even a turret to come into contact. Things are looking really good now for Loud. And that's going to be now energy deciding to fall back. Save the operator into the next round.